Picture this. Princess Anna, eyes glistening, voice trembling, stands before a stunned crowd at Balmoral Castle, about to unveil the final words of King Charles III. His last wish, a secret so heavy it could shatter the monarchy. The tension's thick. The stakes are sky high, and Anna's barely holding it together. This isn't just royal drama, it's a bombshell that's rocking the world. Let's dive in. It's April 2025, and the British royal family's in chaos. King Charles III passed away last month after a quiet battle with cancer. Details hushed up until the end. The official story? He died peacefully at 76, surrounded by family. But whispers started leaking out of Balmoral, the Scottish retreat where he spent his final days. Something big went down, and Princess Anna, the king's sister, is at the center of it. She's the one who's been tasked or maybe forced to spill the truth. Anna's not your typical royal. She's 74, tough as nails, and known for keeping it real. No frills, no nonsense. Just straight talk and a work ethic that's carried her through decades of public life. She was close to Charles, closer than most realized. They shared late-night calls, private jokes, and a bond forged through years of royal duty. So when she stepped up to that podium yesterday, April 7th, 2025, everyone knew this wasn't just another speech. Her face said it all. Pale, drawn, fighting back tears. The scene was raw. Balmoral's courtyard, gray and windswept, packed with press, royals, and staff. Prince William stood off to the side, fists clenched, staring at the ground. Kate was next to him, her hand on his arm, but her eyes were locked on Anna. The crowd hushed. As Anna gripped the podium, her knuckles white. She took a shaky breath, then spoke. "My brother's final days were his own," she started. "But his last wish, he wanted you to know it. He wanted me to tell you." What came next floored everyone. Charles didn't leave a will or a succession plan, at least not the kind you'd expect. His last wish wasn't about crowns or castles. It was personal, almost defiant. Anna's voice cracked as she said it. He wished for the monarchy to step back, to let the people choose their future. Gasps rippled through the crowd. William's head snapped up, eyes wide. Kate's hand dropped. The press erupted, shouting questions, but Anna pushed on. He believed it was time. Time for us to listen, not just lead. Let's unpack that. Charles spent his life waiting to be king. Decades as Prince of Wales, shaping his legacy with environmental crusades and quiet charity. He finally took the throne in 2022 after Queen Elizabeth's death, but his reign was short, just over 2 years. Cancer cut it down, and those last months at Balmoral weren't the serene farewell Buckingham Palace painted. Sources say he was restless, pacing the halls, scribbling notes. He knew the end was coming, and he wasn't at peace. Why drop this now? Anna's timing's no accident. Charles died March 10th, 2025, and the family's been in lockdown since. Grieving, sure, but also strategizing. William's coronation's set for June, and the transition's been a mess. Public support's shaky. Polls show trust in the royals. Dipping below 50% for the first time in decades, cost of living crises, climate debates, and Republican murmurs have the UK on edge. Charles saw it coming. He'd been warning about it for years. Anna's revelation feels like his last jab, a grenade lobbed from beyond the grave. She didn't stop there. Holding the podium like it was her lifeline, she recounted those final days. Charles called her to his bedside March 8th, 2 days before the end. The room was dim, just a fire crackling and a nurse in the corner. He was frail, barely whispering, but his eyes were sharp. "He took my hand," Anna said, her voice breaking. He said, "Anna, they don't need us the way they did. Tell them to decide." She paused, swallowing hard. "I promised I would." The crowd was dead silent. William looked like he'd been punched, his jaw tight, his breathing fast. This wasn't just a dying man's ramble. It was a king questioning his own institution. Charles spent his life defending tradition, yet here, he was suggesting it might be time to let go. Anna's tears welled up as she finished. "He loved you all," she said. "He wanted you to have a voice." Then she stepped back, hands shaking, and the chaos broke loose. Reporters swarmed, but security hustled Anna inside. William stormed off, Kate trailing him. X lit up within minutes. Charles' last wish trending worldwide. Posts ranged from "End the monarchy now" to "He's lost it. Royals forever." Clips of Anna's speech hit 10 million views in hours. The BBC cut to analysts, but no one could agree. Was this real? A plea for reform? Or just grief talking? Let's rewind. Charles wasn't some radical. He was old school, hunts, horses, and handwritten letters. But he was also a thinker, obsessed with the future. He'd seen the Commonwealth shrink, republics rise, and his own family's scandals, Andrew, Harry, Meghan, chip away at the crown's shine. His reign was meant to steady the ship, but illness stole that chance. Those notes he wrote at Balmoral? Staff say he burned most of them, but one page survived, found crumpled by his bed. It just read, "Let them choose." Anna's the key here. She's no stranger to duty. Over 20,000 engagements in her career, from hospitals to horse races. She's blunt, practical, and fiercely loyal. Charles trusted her to deliver this, knowing she'd face the fire. And fire's what she got. Royal insiders say William's furious. Not at Anna, but at the timing. He's weeks from being crowned, and now he's got this hanging over him. One source claims Hyled, "Why now? Why me?" in a closed-door meeting yesterday. The public split. A YouGov poll today shows 42% think Charles was right. Let people vote on the monarchy's future. Another 38% say it's treasonous, even from a dead king. The rest, undecided, but loud. Protests popped up in London this morning, some waving People's Choice signs, others chanting, "God save the king." Parliament's buzzing too. MPs are calling for debates, but Prime Minister Keir Starmer's dodging, saying only, "We respect His Majesty's memory." Anna's not speaking again, yet. She's holed up at Gatcombe Park, her Gloucestershire estate, with her kids, Peter and Zara. Reporters camped outside got nothing but a glimpse of her walking her dogs, head down. She's tough, but this broke her. Witnesses at Balmoral say she sobbed after the speech, collapsing into Zara's arms. "I had to do it," she kept saying. "He made me promise." William's the wild card now. He's 42, modern, relatable, married to Kate, dad to 3. He's been prepping for kingship since he was a kid, shadowing Charles, learning the ropes. But this wasn't in the playbook. He's got to address it. Coronation's too close to ignore it. Insiders say he's torn. He loved Charles, respected him, but this feels like a betrayal. Kate's pushing him to stay calm, focus on unity, but his temper's flaring. One aide says he muttered, "Dad's ghost is haunting me already." The monarchy's been here before. Crises, abdications, deaths. Edward VIII ditched the throne in 1936 for love. Diana's death in 1997 nearly sank them. Charles's wish isn't an abdication, but it's close. A king saying, "Maybe we're done." Anna's delivery made it personal, human. She didn't just read a statement. She bared her soul. That's why it's hitting so hard. Royals don't cry in public. Not like that. What's the wish mean, practically? Charles didn't spell it out. No referendum draft, no timeline. Was it a suggestion? A command? Anna's version, "Let the people choose." Sounds like a call for democracy, but it's vague enough to twist. Some say he meant slimming the monarchy, cutting costs, not ending it. Others think he saw the writing on the wall. Republicanism's growing, especially in Scotland and Wales. Anna's not clarifying. She's letting it burn. The press is ruthless. Tabloids scream, "King's betrayal," while broadsheets dissect Charles's psyche. The Sun claims he was delirious, doped up on painkillers. The Guardian argues it's his legacy, proof he cared more for people than power. X's a cesspool. Off-takes. One viral thread with 80K likes calls Anna the bravest royal since Diana. Another, with 60K, brands her a puppet for a mad king. She's trending as Princess Anna, neck and neck with Sir Charles' last wish. History's watching. George VI steadied the crown after Edward's mess. Elizabeth II held it for 70 years. Charles had 2 years to leave a mark, and this might be it. Not climate or charity, but a dare to rethink everything. Anna's the messenger, but she's no saint. She's got her own baggage. Divorce, a low-key life compared to flashier royals. Yet here she is, thrust into the spotlight, voice of a king's dying dream. William's next move's critical. He could embrace it, call for talks, modernize fast, or he could bury it, crown on, business as usual. Kate's influence matters. She's steady, popular, a bridge to younger Brits. But the kids, George, Charlotte, Louis, they're the future, and this could shape their world. George turns 12 this year. He's old enough to feel the shift. Anna's speech keeps replaying, clips looping on every channel. Her pause before choose, the crack in her voice, the way she gripped that podium. It's not just words, it's a wound. She lost her brother, her king, and now she's losing her shield. The royals don't do vulnerability, but Anna did. Raw, unscripted, real. The world's reacting fast. Australia's PM revived their Republic push today, citing Charles's words. Canada's debating too. Polls there show 55% want out. Commonwealth leaders are set to meet next week. This'll dominate. Back home, the firm's in damage control, but it's leaking. A footman at Balmoral says Charles ranted about irrelevance in his last week. Did Anna soften it or amplify it? She's not hiding forever. Word is, she's prepping another statement. Maybe tomorrow, maybe next week. What's she got left to say? Did Charles whisper more? The note by his bed, "Let them choose," is locked in a vault now. But photos, leaked online. His handwriting, shaky but clear, is all over X. People want the full story, and Anna's the only one who knows it. William's coronation looms. June 14th, Westminster Abbey, global eyes watching. Will he nod to this or defy it? Anna's watching too. From the sidelines, tears dried but resolve intact. She kept her promise, but at what cost? The monarchy's trembling, the people are roaring, and Charles's ghost is laughing or weeping. Anna's voice echoes, and it's not done yet.